What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Killer's Corner. And today, UFC Paris just finished up, and the main event did not go the way I was hoping for, the way I predicted. Neither did the co-main event. But yeah, let's break it down here and talk about what happened. So first, I'll kick it off with the main event. Imavov wins, unanimous decision. Side note, real quick, those judges' scorecards. I mean, come on, man. A 50-45. I mean, the 249-46s, I could see. I don't agree with it because I 100% Kyle won round three. Round five, I'd probably give to Kyle. And round one, I think really could have gone either way. I'm not mad about Imavov getting the win. I'm not gonna say he didn't deserve it because he fought well. And round four was really good round from him. And he looked good overall the entire time. But I don't agree with those scorecards. I don't know if it was the crowd effect coming into it because they were cheering literally every time he landed a strike. Like that spinning back fist, Kyle rolled with it well. It barely even damaged him. And even the commentators are glazing. That was some more, yeah, the commentators, don't even get me started on that. We need John Anik back. But anyways, yeah, that was I don't know. I was expecting more from Kyle. I know in the post-fight interview he was just saying the adrenaline wasn't running like it should be. And yeah, it's a tough scene seeing both the fighting nerds lose today. But yeah, Imavov, he did look good. Let's talk about him some more. Really good job stuffing all the takedowns. Kyle almost got that trip there. Was it the fourth, the fifth round? Um, yeah, Imavov, great takedown defense. He had some really good combinations early. I know what round two and round four, he had a few combinations there that really kind of started to piece him up. Looked really good. Striking was really well. Um, yeah, it just once Imavov started throwing those combos, Kaio needed to start throwing counters to him. And Kaio just he threw the first punch, Imavov would throw some counters and he'd just shell up and try to defend him. Like I get, yeah, you're trying not to get hit, but you got to land more than your opponent if you want to win. And Kaio was not able to do that today. So I think what's next for Imavov is a title shot. I don't know who else you could say deserves it, especially with RDR and Hernandez both booked. There's not really any other fight you could make there except maybe a rematch with Dricus, but I don't see the point of that with how dominant the first fight was. So yeah, I think Imavov looked great. He deserves a title shot. And yeah, I don't know with Kaio now. I really don't know what you do with his next fight because he deserves someone in the top five. I think 100%. Like he lost to the number one contender right now, putting Dricus aside. So I don't know. You give him like Dricus? Do you give him Strickland maybe? Do you give him Izzy? Like I don't know. I like all those fights for him, and honestly, I think he could win all of those fights too. Like Kyle is a great fighter, and yeah, it just wasn't his night tonight. But yeah, I'm interested to see how he bounces back. Next up, we'll talk about the co-main event here. Another very surprising result. We had Benoit Saint Denis win with a second round submission. Now, going into this fight, I had no clue why Mauricio Ruffi's odds dropped to like what minus 150 closing odds when he came out off the gate as like minus two something. I just never had much faith in Benoit Saint Denis. The only two fights I've watched of his, to be fair, are the Moicano and the Dustin Poirier fight. Both of those, or I guess the Poirier fight, he looked good until he got finished. And then in the Moicano fight, that was just pure dominance from Moicano. So yeah, I had really high hopes for Rufi going into this one. I actually had another video recorded that I didn't get posted, talking about it going into that. So I'm glad I didn't post that one, because yeah, I took Rufi on there. But yeah, it was just Benoit Saint Denis looked really good here. He mixed up the grappling and the striking really well. I know he was throwing what like a kick, a quick feint or a punch, and then shooting a takedown. Like it seemed like he was just doing the little three steps every time, and it was working every time. Like he was sometimes he wasn't able to get him directly to the ground, but still he's getting into dominant clinch positions, giving himself the opportunity to get the fight to the ground and look for submissions. He almost had an arm triangle there. I'm not sure if that was in the first or second round. But yeah, he was attacking for submissions and had a few close calls there where he could have got it. And he looked really good. Like even on the feet, he was striking well, which is something we haven't seen from him in his last two fights. So yeah, I was really surprised by Benoit Saint Denis there, with how dominant he looked. And then now we have to talk about Mauricio Ruffi. That grappling, his takedown defense. Gene Silva said he has insane takedown defense, but we did not see that today. It was I don't know, like even on the feet, he didn't look great just because of the threat of the takedown. Like I think he just really needs to work on avoiding takedowns. Like I don't know if it's his distance control. He's got to figure something out because this today, if he comes out like that against anyone in the rankings, I'd say in this lightweight division, it's not going to look good for him. Because this is such a deep and such a talented division where you need a full rounded game. And Mauricio Rufy showed tonight that he's still got some steps, he's still got some progress to make in the grappling side of it. So I really I don't think he's a fraud. I All this shit on Twitter is so stupid. I don't get why the second someone loses one fight, oh, he got fraud checked. He's not legit. Like, get out of here with that. Like, he had a great what, 4 or 5 round fight to start his UFC career, and then this is his first time he went against a grappler that's in the rankings, his first ranked opponent, because I'm not counting King Green with, yeah, he's too old, too washed. I'm not counting that. His first legit ranked opponent he just fought, and he was a pure grappler. No, he has some striking, but he's primarily a grappler. So that was a tough test for him. I really think that he's going to be able to learn from this, grow, and next fight, I'm sure he'll come out better than ever. So I'm not too worried about the future of Mauricio Rufy. Just not the greatest showing from him tonight. Next up, the next fight after that, we had Paul Craig taking on Bukowskis. Bukowskis, he looked really good. He what? The only thing is, I don't know why he kept initiating the clinch there in the first round. Like, he was winning the striking exchanges, and then he goes to clinch him against the cage. Like, it made no sense. And then I even heard the commentators the first time he put him in the clinch. It's like, oh, Paul Craig might pull guard here. And then that ended up happening at the last 30 seconds. Paul Craig pulls guard, and then Bukowskis just unloads on him. That elbow was insane. The noise that thing made when it landed, it was crazy. It put him completely out cold to end the round. And Bukowskis gets the finish at the end of the first round. And we also saw Paul Craig after that fight ended up retiring, calling it a career. I think that was a good decision from him. Yeah, he hasn't had the greatest luck in his last few, hasn't looked as great as he has in the past in his last couple fights. And yeah, it's unfortunate, but I think his time has come. And yeah, he had a great career, but it looks like it's time to move on for Paul Craig. Now another crazy fight we had on this card, Bolaji Oki and Mason Jones. Now, when Oki rocked him at it was 30 seconds into the fight or something, he rocked Jones, and it looked like the fight was going to end there. And somehow Jones is able to dig deep, come back, and get the win. Second round, what was it? Second round knockout, 3 minutes in. So yeah, that was really surprising, especially with how he started. But even in that post-fight interview, he was saying he wasn't even hurt. He felt fine after that. So I don't know if Oki just unloaded the gas tank there and wasn't able to keep up the volume that he was throwing. Because yeah, going for that finish there, I'm sure he used a lot of his a lot of energy, and not being able to get that finish, that's got to be frustrating, knowing you still have 13, 14 more minutes to go because that was so early into the fight. So it was just a really good comeback from Mason Jones. Insane fight. Like the turn of events, it was like it goes from one guy's almost finished to boom, the other guy gets the win. Yeah, that was a really fun fight. This whole card was honestly great. I didn't watch every fight on here, but it was great. Only one decision. Like, that's insane. It's very surprising. I was not expecting that, especially on a fight night. That much action, that many finishes. You love to see it, and yeah, I'm hoping that it can carry over even into next weekend with Noche UFC. Stacked card that weekend coming up. Or I don't know honestly about the full card. I haven't done too much looking into it, but main event's really good. Main card, I think in general is really good. I saw they showed a preview of it today. So now we will move on. Okay, so my closing thoughts here. Imavov is really good. He's going to get a title shot. Kaio, it was still a close fight, no matter, I guess, I don't know. Apparently it's a 50-45, but to anyone with two set of working eyes that isn't getting swayed by the crowd, it was a very close fight. Really, it could have gone either way. I'm not going to say it really could have because, like, I don't know, round one, I gave to Kaio, but I could completely understand why someone would give that to Imavov. They were both just kind of feeling each other out. Like, nobody really did a ton there. But Yeah, so close fight in the main event. Mauricio Rufy really needs to work on his ground game, and Paul Craig is retired.